There's a person. Can you see him? You're looking close enough. Oh, there's a person in there somewhere.
Who's that?
Blimey, how did they fit him inside that little screen? I'll never know. Well, today we are. We're making something. It's kind of, how to put it, a necessary adaptation to a. Wait for it. Dog bowl. Yes, dog bowl. Because.
Shush. Thank you.
Flipping YouTube. Anyway, we're making a stand for a dog bowl. And the reason for it is my little Wally dog, he had an issue this morning. We actually nearly lost him. In fact, we did lose him briefly. And you might not believe this, but I actually did mouth to mouth with my dog. I had to resuscitate him this morning. He saw the pearly gates for a short period of time. Anyway, he's okay now. He's just recovering. But a vet told us on one of our video I put online, who happened to be a vet, so he commented, and they said raise the bowl. So he's only a little dog. So we're going to raise it up about there, make it easier for him to eat. To do that, we're going to create a little stand with joints and stuff in it. So, yeah, at wood. And this strange contraption here is our wood. Now, we saw a design online. Allow me to show you. Yeah, it's on here somewhere. Where is it going? Oh, blimey, it's a dog bowl stand. Give you an idea. It's a bit like that one there. All right. So it's sort of stealing that idea, but we're going to make the joints a bit more interesting. But also, it's going to have to be a lot lower because my dog's a lot smaller. Yeah, he's tiny. He's only, 10 kilo? Well, he should be 10 kilo, but he's about 13 because he's fat like me. But there you go. It's what happens when you eat too much food. Yeah, fatty food. Unlike him, he's always healthy bio stuff. It comes in plastic packets. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? I had to get that in. So anyway, this is a Leo the Intern, and he is here to learn some woodworking. He is doing a course, aren't you?
Yes,
on
I am.
woodworking in Paris.
Oui, oui, monsieur.
Ooh,
Oui.
oui, ooh. Vous avez un petit pénis?
Un petit pénis?
Oui.
Oui, certainement.
Anyway, so what we've done is we've pre-cut 3 pieces of wood that we worked out what sort of shape we wanted, similar to what they were on that picture. So we're going to plane them up all together. All together. Anyway, and we're playing them up into the all together. So we clamped them together, then put them into the vise and all together. Anyway, and Leo the Intern is going to be practicing a little bit of plane action, aren't you?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. He is going to be stroking the wood with his tool. That he is, if you know what I mean. Anyway, this. Oh, yes, he pointed to. Okay. Now, I said to Leo, don't try and go straight across the wood. Now, I thought this was quite funny. The reason why I thought it was quite funny, I watched a video this morning by Rex Kruger. Yeah, Rex, I hope you're watching. Rex Kruger, you talked a lot of rubbish the other day when you said that, oh, crikey, the wood is weaker across the grain when you're planing than it is when you plane along the grain. It's got nothing to do with it. It's easier to plane across the grain when you're trying to flatten the board because you're cutting the fibres off shorter. And that's it, pretty much. It's just like you grab a piece of paper and you get a blade, you try to cut down the piece of paper, it kind of like crunkles up, doesn't it? But if you slice it, you'll go through nicely. And it's a bit like, I suppose, oh, crikey, who's the geezer who makes pies out of people? Sweeney Todd. He's a barber in the barber shop, you see.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's sitting there in their chair, and he slices. He don't go like bash with it, does he? No. It's a slicing action, and that's what you're doing when you're going across the grain.
Slice the throat, okay.
Yeah, you slice the throat, and the chair tops upside down. Right? It goes down. And Mrs. Acreedy, whatever her name is, downstairs. She makes pies, lovely, juicy, meaty pies. Yep, out of humans' eyeballs.
I've got to go.
Stuff. Yes, a fancy one now. Anyway, Leo, let's play. Stroke at an angle across until all 3 pieces of wood are nice and flat together. But watch out, it'd be very easy to take all the material off one side than the other. So we've got to try and keep it square, but it's going to be quite tricky because you can't actually see what's square. So what you're going to have to do is take it from here and say to yourself, oh, it looks a bit high here at the moment.
Yeah.
Because we've been taking too much off, and that's all I have, you know. So if Leo can do the honours,
Okay.
look after my baby number 4.
Okay.
So yeah, think of this,
Right.
the motion, yeah. All right, you got to think about the motion. Nice diagonal kind of. Yeah, you've got the idea.
It is
If you
better.
feel you're taking too much off for you, you can always retract the plain iron a little bit. It's
bit
looking good.
better?
Look, oh, it's looking good.
No?
Yeah, it's looking good. Yeah.
Okay. More?
Oh, yeah, maybe a little bit more.
Because here's the problem, no? The,
That will that's because this one's higher.
okay.
It's flat along the bottom, so this one's the problem. But those two are lower, so that one's a little bit
Okay.
higher for some reason. But then we'll sort that out. It's not critical because we're only making one. Now, if you wonder what happened to my little Wally dog this morning, he had a bit of an issue. He has epilepsy and he had a fit. Unfortunately, while he was eating a bit of meat, it was in his throat and it was bigger than what it normally would give him, and it got stuck and basically blocked his windpipe, and he keeled over and with the fit, and without being able to swallow the piece of meat. Needless to say, he basically suffocated to death, and luckily we managed to save him. It was very worrying. I kept finger right down his throat and pulled out the piece of meat out of his throat. I just feel it. I sort of wiggling at my throat to pull it through while there was tongue out, dead, basically, or appeared to be. Anyway, then I managed to resusc him. I've never had to resusc a dog before. I'd actually be fair, I've never had to do a resusc of a human being either, come to that. So it's a first for me. Then I could have tried the Heimlich manoeuvre next. Yeah. But he's okay now, he's recovering. He can stand on his legs again now. He managed to wee standing up, which is a good thing because it really knocked him for 6. Yeah, I tell you what, we've got animals and that. You get so attached to them, they become a part of you. They are part of your family, what have you. If you love your dogs, that is, or your cats, whatever they are, and you think, oh, crap, I thought that was it. That was scary. All right, that's all pretty good. What do you reckon? You happy with that?
Yeah, that's so bad.
Right. While it's together, okay, we need to take a little bit more hair because there's still a saw cut there. Can you feel that? Which means you're probably to take it right across.
Like this?
No, I mean that way. I mean,
right across.
Yeah. Do what you're doing, basically, to flatten them. So we're still going to cross the grain. That's it. Right, you might want to retract the blade a little bit.
It's still making marks, really?
No? Yeah, well, it is because you've got one side might be deeper than the other on the plane. You might be taking a little bit more off than you need to. Maybe retract the plane iron a little bit.
How do you do that?
It's just like any plane. That one.
Yeah, but
so anti-clockwise, you basically bring the
okay.
plane iron out a little bit to retract the plane iron. Yeah, it's higher there. That's why I can feel it. So I'm just using the lever, the screw, to change the angle a little bit. That might be okay. So that hardly anything's coming off. It's coming off, but hardly anything. A little bit. Aha! Just a little bit like that. Now try to keep the contact with the wood. Right? When you're doing it, you're literally doing that. No, because we're doing very small shave. Occasionally, you can just remove the shavings, but just right across the wood, like so. Just bring it straight back on the blade. You wouldn't normally do that if you're going along the grain. You would go for the end and then you remove the shavings, wouldn't you? Like I showed you last time you were here. But with this, because the shavings are so short, we just literally just take it right across the wood, taking a very small amount off now to smooth it all the way along. Let me just double check, make sure it's flat. I say it's pretty good. Yeah?
Cool. Great.
You have a go. Just feel it. Just have a go. Do what I was doing. Just try to maintain contact with the... It's a mechanical, it's a muscle memory, you know?
Yeah. Okay.
He likes his stances. Let me show you his stance. There it is. See? It's a very wide stance. I think he's worried about falling over. I don't know why.
I think that's what we've been taught at school, actually.
That's what you taught at college?
Yeah, so it doesn't hurt the back.
Oh,
so,
that might be why I've got a bad back then, isn't it? That's what it is.
You kind of go
I
lower.
should have done the stance. I'm going to
Yeah.
practice.
So much better.
Just a second. We're going to practice the stance. There we go. What do you reckon? Something like this.
Deeper, deeper,
Lower.
deeper, deeper.
Oh.
Yeah, lower. We go.
Look
Even
at
lower.
that. I can't reach the flipping bench. What good
The
is that?
splits. If you're really good at woodworker, you
I'll
do
be doing the
splits.
can nets.
Yeah.
Anyway, who we got here in the chat? No one. Oh, how's it got refresh? Oh, here we go. Oh, don't want adverts. No, okay, you've got Simon says hello there. How's Wally? He's that's just got audio. That's a good sign. Yeah, Wally is okay, but it was very, very scary for a moment. Yeah, he wasn't breathing for about 2 minutes, which isn't very good. But he seems fine now. But obviously, it's not going to do him any good. Clearly isn't, but he's all right. Caroline was obviously very distraught and quite useless at the time, as you can imagine. But with situations like that, you've got to put yourself together. We would have lost him. Someone had to take control, and that was me. Yes, the kiss of life to a dog. Tongues and all it was. Well, that's his tongue because it was hanging out. Yeah, I'll tell you this. I can joke about it now, but it was absolutely it was horrendous. We were flipping petrified. So you do what you have to do, don't you? So same difference again. Now you're at risk of constantly banging there because you think how close I am.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you have to get to a point where you're going to be going more across the grain at some point. So my suggestion here is try to get this top half fairly close, and then you bring it in and then flatten it. Yeah, to give yourself a bit of opportunity.
What do you mean by bring it in?
So first we start here, and then I then lift it and bring it down.
Okay.
To that point. So this way I can go more an angle towards the bench. Makes it easy to take more material off because you're slicing. Yeah, because you're effectively doing that diagonal with the plane on. Whereas when you come down here, so once you got that bit reasonably in line with each other, you'll bring it round and then bring it in. So we've basically taken it down. So we'll take more material off here then.
Okay.
Yeah. There is something else we could do to make it even easier for you. We could, being that's together there. I'll tell you what, we'll do something different. Make it easier. It's in the vice, so it's not going to come apart. We've got this second clamp on there because it keeps trying to spread. So that's already done. So we'll move this clamp here, hold it together. Still smooth, still together, so it hasn't moved. And now what we'll do is raise this side up. So we'll rock it on the back here, like that. And now you can do it in exactly the same fashion you did the other surface.
Is that? Oh no.
No, because we're in the middle of the vice, so you don't need to. You can use the stepped wedge here. Stepped wedgie. Oh, can you remember that at school? Did you ever get a wedgie at school?
Yeah, but I told you we have the.
No, that's not what I mean. Oh.
Where's a wedgie then?
Bend round, I'll show you.
No.
He's not very adventurous, is he?
No.
No. It's when you pull your pants up into your crack.
Really?
Yeah.
A wedgie.
We call that wedgie. I don't know what you call it. What do you call that?
We don't call it because we don't do it.
We haven't lived.
In French?
Well, we don't do it to ourselves. We do it to other people.
Ah, right. Okay.
Yeah, it's to torment them. It's called bullying.
Oui.
Anyway, do that, will you? Oh,
I don't know.
the times. No, Marcus, be nice to Leo.
Yeah, don't do wedgie.
Oh, dear. Watching people work is better than working and myself. But I've got to get some work stuff done, so enjoy the stream. Okay, Simon said, you take care, buddy. Oh, happy Diwali. Oh, yes, it is. It's Diwali. It's festive season for India.
Oh, really?
I think it is, yeah.
Ow!
But
Why-
yeah,
why-
what do you do? To bite you?
Ow!
Oh, dear, what again? Oh, blimey.
I'm gonna use my ear defenders.
Oh, Christ. Oh, dear, you might need to. So if you wonder what we are making 3 legs. Yes, a 3-legged horse, and when we make 3 legs, it's going to be a stand to hold little Wally's bowl, so we can raise it a little bit for him. But do you want a bit of wax?
Yeah,
Okay, bend
very
over.
good.
What do we do? Oh, here it is. There's a,
Over
bit,
there.
there's a big block of wax. Put that on the bottom of the plane.
Yeah.
And then maybe it'll stop squeaking and driving you insane.
Beautiful.
Hey, I think about you, let's see. I can't
Thank
that, you know?
you.
There you go. Right? I hope the audio is okay. I'm using my new microphones. The new Booyah microphones.
Yeah, so much
Yes.
better.
I had some issues with them, but it wasn't the microphones, it was something else. It was a cable keep falling out of the camera, which is very normal. That's the kind of idea you're doing. So at the moment, you're more end grain at the moment.
Which
Well, because the grain hair is not so long as hair, is it? That's the long grain. That is sort of semi-long grain hair, because obviously it's at an angle. So you're effectively cutting more end grain. So it's got plane. That's easier to plane than that.
okay.
Yeah, but that's fine. Let's do it now. That's it, you got it. Yeah, better out. Yeah, you getting the hip swing. That's it, you got
Swing,
it.
swing.
Oh, that's it, you know.
Na, 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 na.
Crikey. All you need now to get you in the mood is a nice opera singer. That's what you need to get the old swing. It's not every day you have an intern. It's not every day you have an intern, actually. But anyway, it's not every day you have an intern who has an opera singer for a lady friend.
Yes.
An opera singer. Blimey. She does show tunes and stuff, doesn't she? You know, like
So what?
show tunes, like adverts.
No,
No? Okay.
that's a all.
Does she do like Pavarotti type stuff? Diwali and all that, you know?
More classical things. Classical
Yeah.
opera.
Opera.
Look, it's
Right.
it's going down.
Do you want a helping hand? As in a line. Now you can create some guides.
Yeah.
Some guidelines, yeah?
Yeah.
Now we know we want this angle here to be in line with each other. Just use a square. It's really easy. And you think, where's the furthest up? Because it's not critical. Everything is individual. So as long as there's enough room to put our joint, because there's going to be a cross member here going to a central nut. A triangular central nut, because we've got 3 legs, you see. Yes, it's a 3-legged horse race. So we'll have sorry, I lost my track there, track 4. Anyway, we've got 3 pieces of wood. They don't have to be exactly right as long as they work. Now, like I was saying to Leo earlier, is that if we had to plan it all out and stuff, we'd want every single one to be exactly the same. You want to create patterns and what have you, because you've got to sell it. If you've got to sell it as a product, you're going to have to make sure that everyone's the same. Otherwise, you'll be selling loads of stuff that's different. It wouldn't look very good if it's in the same shop. So, no, they say, some Chinese person made these, they'll say. So that's your guideline, yeah?
So it means I need to
So you work to
explain
that
more.
line. You know that you've done enough on that one.
Yeah.
And you can just basically bring that into there now, because you're almost that corner.
Yeah.
So basically take more material off here.
Okay.
So basically we just created a right angle line at that point, just so you can see. Just there.
Do a bit more.
Oh, there, it's just there. So he's going to use it just as a guideline.
That's going.
If anyone didn't know already, you might have heard it in one of my previous videos when I was talking about the intern. After his last visit, he watched it as well. It's a good job I was nice, isn't it?
Yeah. Clickbait. I was like, oof. I was really scared, actually. I was like, no.
I actually had a little when I said I was going to have an intern originally. I had a lot of I had 1, 2, not a lot. I had a few negative comments. Oh, I had an intern. It was a disaster, and all this sort of stuff, you know. But I don't think you're a disaster. I think you're okay-ish.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, it's early days as yet, isn't it? You know. He doesn't understand my jokes. That's probably when he understands my jokes. It may be that might be a bit dangerous. The innuendo.
Innuendo.
Innuendo, yeah. When you say something, it kind of means something else, but it's like implying something, like rude. Like when I'm talking about your wood. I'm talking about that
like
wood,
this.
not that
Yeah,
wood. No, this wood. That's it.
This
Innuendo. That's the key, you know. And when you're playing with your tool, no, that tool, not that tool. If you know what I mean.
I think
Yes.
I do.
Do you want a box of tissues? Oh, I do have fun. I do. Hello, Martin. Hello from
Whoopsie.
Suffolk. How's your dog? He's okay now. He's very tired. He's sleeping a lot. He couldn't bear weight on his legs for a while, but he's gone out for a wee now and he's managed to stand up and do it, which is good because I don't fancy holding boys having a wee. But he was very poorly. Oh crikey, it was really very very scary because he basically gone. You know, that was it. But they lost my Wally, so it was very frightening. And I had to resuscitate him. Obviously didn't know how to do it, but I did it. And all of a sudden he started breathing again. This was after I pulled the thing out of his throat, because what happened was he basically take a big gulp of food. He usually chooses food like any normal dog, I suppose. He's a bit of a gulper mind as well, but anyway, he had a fit while he was eating. We'll put another line, follow the line. Doesn't matter if a bit off because we can either correct it.
One day it will be.
Remember, this is a prototype. All right, the end result is what counts.
Yeah. Block. Okay.
That's it. So you can lie there now. See, remember we've got to take a bit off here anyway. So you're going to go with the flow. Go with the flow.
Go with the flow. Hakuna Matata.
Yeah. You see, for instance, you would make this. We could pattern it afterwards and say that is what the
Yeah.
size is going to be, and all the
Brilliant.
future ones will have to be like that. You could do if you're happy with the shape and what have you.
Have you ever patented something?
No, I haven't. No. Somebody said I should have done the other day, but I've already told people about it. Joking. It's just a bit pointless. I can't remember what was it though. It was something I did the other day. I do have some crazy ideas, and some of them are actually quite good. Oh God, what was it? Oh, I can't remember now. I think it was in a live stream actually. You can always.
There you go.
Hey, it's Wally. He's come to see us. Wow, here he and he's on his legs. Blimey. Oh, that's a first for today. There he is. You're not yourself, are you, boy? You're not yourself. So anyway, I know what he's coming here for. It's treats. Broken up into tiny ones. There you are. You know. I was feeding milk this morning, soy milk with a syringe. Can't give them cow's milk. Oh,
hello.
my body.
We can stand. Yippee.
Yeah, he's wandering about. Blimey. He's not that good on his legs at the moment anyway, because the top, to make matters worse, he's having to have this medication at the moment, which is really buggering up. He's got to get over it. The first week he was kind of really doddery and he couldn't walk at all, hardly. And it was really difficult with his medication for his epilepsy. And now he's sort of turning the corner. Then we got this. It's putting back a little bit. So yeah, but he's here.
Yay.
He's still here, but he's not quite with it, is he? He's not his usual Walliness. Oh, he is slow, isn't he? Everything's slow at the minute. It's just nice to see him wandering about again, doing his thing. You know you have you doing that all day, don't you?
You should change the name of the video.
Yeah.
Intern stroking the dog for 2 hours.
See, he's not very agile, is he? He's sort of like a bit stiff. It's not himself. Yeah, but at least he come in,
Yeah.
He decided to come and see us. Do you want another treat, Wally? He does like his food. I know. Oh, don't do that, mate. You'll fall over. That's a good boy. Hey, come here, you. Oh, let's have a cut. Break the microphone. I'm sorry about that. There he is. You spoil. Do you like cuddles? Yeah. You don't like being left at the moment, so I don't know where Caroline is. She's probably doing her knitting and she's just wandered off. Come and see us, didn't you? I think he's quite happy sitting there. Aren't you? Huh? Anyway, we're going to get back to our woodworking. That we are. You look too comfortable. There you go, boy. Right? There you are. You okay? Yeah, another little bit. There you go. Put your energy up. That's a good boy. So. So how are we doing on that? Yeah, you're getting the idea.
Ish.
Yep. But we've got to be careful of this. You're getting thinner hair to there. And this is where you want to be taking more material off. So if we look along half, can you see what I'm saying? So you see it's thinner there to there. So just give some bit of occasional visual. Oh, sorry, it's got to stay. Like that, yeah. I'm very curious. You can stay in there, Wally, if you want to. Hmm?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got the idea. You got the idea.
Should I go all the way?
Yeah,
now?
just go straight to the line. Try to keep it
straight to the line.
Straight to the line. Try and keep it, and then finish off by trying to flatten the whole surface. So we're talking about muscle memory here and sort of this mechanical action, and that feel. Like I was saying to you the other day, I think it might have been yesterday, the feel of actually, like when you're driving a car and you're getting feedback. So you're trying to feel the feedback from the wood through the hand planes to your hands as well. Yeah, he came and saw us. He came and saw us. He's there now. Well, no, he's with me a minute ago. I showed everybody. He's all right. Yeah, because it's good, isn't it? He might want a toilet. He's recovering, which is good. So meander. Yeah, I'll give him privacy. He wants a toilet.
Done.
Hello, B Search Yo-Yo. That'll be well. Yeah, he was poorly. He's very poorly this one, obviously. Looks like a puppy moose, like an old man. He does at the moment. He'll get better. It's his medication, and then obviously what happened this morning. So I've been watching these videos from Chile. Oh, Chile, nice one. For quite some time now. Hello, Viking Survivor. And I'm really glad, as I sit in the local hospital, to have learned a trick of the carpentry trade. Oh, quite that's nice. Nice to know. Audio's good, and they can hear Leo now. Yeah, he's got his microphone on.
Yay.
Oh, on the rubber mat. Oh, there'll be fine. That's fine, darling. Just let him do what you want to do, darling. It's good that he's on his legs. He don't really know what he wants at the moment. Carol, I think, what do you want? What do you want? Oh, he's gonna stay. He's gonna sit. So how are we doing here
I
now?
think it's good enough.
Yeah,
no?
it's
There's
not.
a bit of a bump here. But
Yeah, but do you want me to do it?
Yeah, the master.
What move that? The master. Yes, Master Yoda.
Craftman.
Right, so I think that's what. Okay, there. At the moment, we've got a bit of a high, so if I put there, you can see. There, it's high.
It's
See what I
actually
mean?
very high.
Yeah. So what you do is with those low bits, you could just like scribble on there, and once I've removed them, I know I'll get down to them. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that is what I'm going to call my datum line there. That bit looks fairly good. So from there, but I need to remove it from here, and then eventually it'll take it from there. If it makes sense, yeah. So I hold the plane differently to you because with hand I can't see what's going on. My hand is covering from my line of sight. I can't see. So I'm going to put my hand there like so. Then I've got line of sight there. Yeah? It's just muscle memory. I'm using the slicing action. Does that look better already?
Yeah, but now it's...
Yeah, we'll sort that out. It's fine. It's better than it was.
Oh, sure.
It's a little bit low there, I think. Yeah, a little bit. Still high in the middle. A little bit high in the middle. Not horrendous though, to be honest. Last few swipes. That's pretty good. Yeah, I'm happy with that. That'll do. Let's double check that there because it looks a bit high there, as in not in line. But it's near enough because I'll round that round anyway when we sand it, yeah? So you've got on that last one there, it's about an 3 millimeters away from there on that high. So I could quite easy just bring it in if I want to the line like so. And I'm thinking of a triangle at that point because I'm taking it on one corner. So all I'm trying to do is lower that triangle to that corner without causing any detriment to the rest of it. You know what I mean? That's okay.
Perfection.
That'll do. That'll do us. So now we've got to think about that face there and then the back face. So we can now flip it over.
Flip it over.
Spruce some flour on it. So back into the vice that way. Okay. We'll try to then I'll bring that once it's in the vice, I can then bring that round off that way. Like so. I don't want to hit that clamp with my plane. No. So we'll do what we did earlier. We should start this way in the first place, I suppose, and put that line across like so. It's good visualization. This side doesn't look too bad. They're pretty much in line there. You see that's high, that point there. So to be fair to you, Leo, you haven't had much plane action yet, have you?
Not much.
You did a bit last time when you were with us, when we tarted your plane up, make it workable. Plane arm was too long. You couldn't retract the plane arm. That was ridiculous. That was on his little footprint. Was it a footprint? Or was it faithful? Faithful. On a little faithful plane. Good little tool. Quite what I thought was quite well made. You know, apart from the plane arm was too long, and we just sort of did a bit of fettling. And
you did some fettling.
Well, okay, we did it together. All right, we did it together. All right, so now I'm just going to work the areas more heavily and more aggressively where I need to, remembering that that is fairly good there. I feel that I'm too high. I think I need to put more camber on this blade, plane on. There's not enough camber on it. That's why we're getting the corners digging. And also, I've got a couple of little notches in the plane iron again. Yeah. I'll just try and level that through. So what we're doing is we're trying to create 3 little legs for Wally's bowl. You get it, Wally? I'm raising your bowl for you. Like a little bowl stand. There's various ways of doing it. You can make it like a box range. You can have a hole for the bowl to sit in. But we're found like more of a shaker idea, you know, shaker style bowl. Do you think that's about right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a little bit high there, not too bad. That one's good. That's good. It's still a little bit high there, but it's enough to leave it. We'll sand it out. You've got to see it, are you? You know. So now what I'll do is we've got to do this face here, the back face. Oh, do that.
I can pinch it like this and take away the.
Can we pinch it like that? You remove the clamp, put it on the other side. Oh, other side temporarily.
This.
Yeah, that's right. That's it. So remove that clamp.
Remove the clamp.
Remove the clamp. Oh, where's he gone? Where's the Wally gone?
Get out of here.
Did he get up there?
Mm-hmm. Pinch it.
He just, I don't know where he went, but he just left. Did he come that way or that way?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. He's getting more adventurous. Good sign.
Cool.
Yeah. Playing them all together. We'll stick this.
Yeah.
That's fine. Let's go with it. Nice one. So So we'll stick that way around because you'll get jabbed in the goodies. You don't want to get jabbed in the goodies, okay? I don't advise it. It has happened to me before. That it has. More than one occasion. Yes. Now I've got a contorted testicle. I have.
Wait.
Well, yeah, I'm not having the goodies. It's spun around so flipping fast. It's like a corkscrew now.
Oh, Charlie.
Has that ever happened to you?
Nope.
No, okay. I don't advise
Yet.
it. Not yet. Oh, well, I could do. You know. Let me give it a wood. I'll show you. So, you can do this bit. We'll just get it flat.
Get flat.
Right, you could go that way, but the grain's going all sorts of directions. I would suggest removing as much as you possibly can, and then maybe going with the grain. And look, in this case, it's going that way, the grain is.
So go like this, and then at the end.
Yeah, possibly this way on this bit.
Yeah.
Because that grain's going that way, but we don't know what that one's doing. So we can only remove a very small amount at a time. So that the shavings need to be very, very thin.
Mm-hmm.
Because we've got 3 bits at the same time, haven't we? So there's a possibility we're not going to know what direction the grain is going. Oh, hang on. I'm saying that one's that way. That one actually wants to be playing that way. So just go diagonal.
All right.
There you go. We've got 3 bits of wood. And that we have.
Oh.
Yeah, he's 14
What
years
was-
old. He's getting on a bit now.
Like
Well,
this.
You
said something-
you can't be doing both sides, but I'd like to make sure when you get a hand on top like so, right?
Mhm.
Your hand is blocking your vision. So I'd like to hold it sort of like that. It's more about control, you're not fighting it. You don't need to go. Yeah, like
Good
that.
impression.
It is a bit of a premature ejaculation, but it's just the
There
whole.
we go.
So just hold it with your thumb to one side like that. So you've got a thumb behind there like that, and then you're holding it up like that, and then you've still got line of sight, so you can see what you're actually playing in
Got it.
instead of covering it up. Yeah. And if you've got fat hands like me, so it's just a sort of motion. Yeah. So allow the plane to do the work, and as long as you've got the right motion, it's not a struggle. It's not hard. It's not like, oh, great, I can't get it across my wood. That's it, you've got the idea. The stroking and slicing action. While you're doing that, I'll go and get a sander. Sand it while it's all together. And it's all together, and it's all together. I left it in here. I've been blocking walls and stuff. Caroline's been doing a bit of printing next door. Printing, I mean pointing. Printing. She's been doing a bit of pointing. So we could do a bit more in here later. I'll show you later. So it's we could probably extend the laser room.
The laser.
The laser room, and then leave an area for a CNC machine. When a very kind company says, "Would you like to have a CNC machine?" And I say, "Oh yes, please." I'm waiting a very long time, probably. One day. Looking good. You see how far you need to go, can't you? So you see how far you need to go because there's a low spot there. So that's the back. So that'll be the faces that show. It's the outside of the leg.
So they need to be pretty.
Pretty. And we want to do some interesting ideas, which we'll do tomorrow regarding jointing it together. Leo had quite a cool idea to make it. He said to Wallybois.
Wally fire?
Wallybois. Make it a Wally.
Yes.
Yes. Make it a more Wallybois. So we're going to do it with some unusual, probably never done before, maybe done before, jointing method. So you okay there? Because see what's happened. It's a bit low there, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. So I need to
Over the whole
more.
opera. Just keep playing the whole thing, and it'll come down to that level. To be honest, it's a dog bowl stand, which will probably get.
It needs to be perfect.
Yes, it doesn't have to be perfect, but it's a good practice. That's the point. And yesterday, Leo was making, for the first time ever, Hello, Storm. Oh, cheers, buddy. It says, hi, Leo, and everyone in the chat.
Hello.
Hello. Hello, Storm. Yesterday, Leo was making these with me, some shutters. So, customer, I've got a few more to make. So, yeah, some shutters, just need sanding. So, yep, that's for a job. Yeah, I've got a job. And we finished it off this morning. We had a late start today because this morning was pretty much writ off because of Wally. And because I don't know if you've heard Alistair, but Wally had, we basically lost him this morning, and I had to resuscitate him. I'm going to keep saying that because I just can't make. I'm quite shocked that I actually managed to resuscitate a dog. What happened is he had an epileptic fit while he was eating his food, and it got stuck in his throat, and he basically suffocated. So there we were trying to, while he was laying there with his tongue hanging out, stiff, trying to get this. Oh, it's horrible. This meat out of his, basically a bit of meat stuck in his throat. It blocked his airway. And I just like it, I got it right down his throat, and I managed to just pull it out. And then also, so there's once it started blowing down his mouth, you see a little chest go up and down and stuff like that. And then they obviously big gasp of breath, and he wasn't back, but he was like because obviously he had some starvation there, and it took about, it's hard to say because I said 2 or 3 minutes. It might have been short. It's hard to sense because it's already a bit stressful at the time. But yeah. Anyway, he's back, and he's wandering about again now. So I think it's gonna be all right. So it was very, very, very frightening. Yeah, he did right, didn't he? On the shutters. It's quite simple work, the shutters. To be fair, but it's all about logic really, and actually thinking about how you get your cuts like the wood to get the best use out of them. Otherwise, you end up with loads and loads of waste or different sizes you can't use. Not for that particular job. And the thing when you're doing shutters, I've had this situation in the past. You end up with lots of pieces of wood that you can't use on each job. All of a sudden, all you've got is loads and loads of offcuts, and that's how I built my kitchen, literally from offcuts for shutters. And this is how it works out, So I'm not going to joint the boards on the shutter because it look ridiculous, as in end to end, unless you have to, obviously. So that's how I got my kitchen carcasses and the doors built from shutter offcuts, 27mm. This stuff basically for the frames for the little shaker doors and stuff. Worked, and the carcasses. So. It was a very cheap kitchen, but looks pretty cool. Yes, and my cabinets. Look, he's checking. Look, he's using a compressor, isn't it? Yeah, it's good intent. Yeah, so all the tops to my kitchen are from the old worktops from laboratory, school laboratories. They got chucked out, all teeth. So we used that, for that. So it's going to be chucked. And backsplashes are literally those little offcuts of Purple Heart and stuff like that, which we laminated onto a piece of thin plywood and lacquered it all up, and that's sort of come up really nice. But yeah, it's just free, isn't it? It's a very, 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 very cheap, labour-intensive kitchen. Because kitchens can be very expensive, and I don't like normal kitchens anyway, because they all swell up and they just end up nasty. No, I'm not a fan. No. How are we doing there, mate? It's looking good.
Keep chasing high spots. Oh,
looking good.
Fixed it.
A nice one. Well done.
Just here. It's a bit of a problem here, but
is it a bit lower?
A tiny bit, but just this one.
Okay. Do you want me to do it, or are you happy to carry on?
What's that?
Are you happy to carry on?
Sure.
Get it down to that level.
Yeah.
So use this as your reference, and then basically keep playing until it's gone. Off the whole piece of wood, you need to be planing the lot. Otherwise, you'll end up you'll be dipping on that corner. So you want to try and do the whole surface. Let me show you what I mean.
Sure.
Right. So you got your plane here. This is your reference face. So we could use it on the heel of the plane like so. As I bring it back, I'll literally be doing the whole piece of wood all the way along. And then I'll bring it over here and do the same thing again. And I'm using that as my reference face on this part of the plane.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. You see what I'm doing? So it's going down already, look.
Fair enough.
And then while you keep it flat, you also got to be careful. Obviously, we don't end up doing that as well, because that's quite easy to do. There you go. Practice makes perfect.
Reference.
So once you learn these skills, you'll be able to do other stuff, and just because a lot of these skills, how you handle your tools on a hand plane, for instance, you apply to a chisel, for argument's sake. And and also understand how wood behaves
Good.
with the grain.
Almost good.
You sound very German.
Yeah. High spot.
High spot.
Get it?
So that's obviously you need to work that because you probably work that high spot into that.
Yes, I'm chasing something that making it worse somewhere else.
Exactly. So you try and treat the whole thing as one thing.
Become the wood.
Become the wood. And this is also a very handy skill to learn because when you want to flatten a board with a hand plane, if you're not going to be using a machine, and you're going to be truing on all faces, just purely by hand. I need to get you to do that. Literally give you a piece of timber that is deliberately not true and get you to make that true on all faces. And that'd be a good practice because you'll learn how one face affects the other. Is it good? You happy?
Voila.
Oh,
Oui, monsieur.
Check it.
Look at
Well,
this.
actually, that's pretty good. Oh, yeah,
Could be worse.
That's not bad at all. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. There's still a little bit there, but it's nothing to speak of. I'm looking. I've got pig holes. I've got pig holes. Oh, that's fine. A little lower there. That's nothing to even be concerned about. So we're going to change the disc because that's a bit coarse.
Change the disc.
Change the disc. That we do. Yeah. Leo's had some really good ideas. He said, I've got to name the tools and also some cool ideas regarding using the laser for Patreon members. Do you want to explain?
You will do a better job.
Will I? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I have got 1 or 2 Patreon members on here. What we're going to probably do is actually put your names into the bench on air with a laser. I don't know how I'm going to do it quite yet, but yeah, I think it'd be pretty cool. So, and sort of anyone Patreon members and what have you, there's a link down below if you're interested. And then we'll put your name in the bench, or might have a Wall of Fame or something. But at least it'd be something that people see on a regular basis.
Yes.
Otherwise, it's pointless, isn't it? Yeah. I thought it was a really cool idea. That was Leo's idea. That was Leo's.
Was it YouTube's idea?
Yeah. Do you know what?
Hey?
Leo has been he was performing with his camera, okay, in a video while he was away from here, weren't you? You were filming.
I was filming, not
Yes,
performing.
he was filming the 7 Dwarfs. I don't know what version it is.
What?
In a monastery. The 7 Dwarfs in a monastery. I want to see that video. I do. Yeah. Is it Triple X?
You will tell me. I mean, depending on
Which
what you
dwarf
judge.
were you?
I'm lacking the reference.
He always doesn't get me. He's Swiss. He's confused.
That's fine. they know. I'm sure they know. I'm like, okay, fine.
Dirty films.
Yeah.
The dirty films. 7
Really?
Dwarfs. See, little tiny people.
No,
They're dwarfs.
This is from Disney.
No,
Yes,
that's the commercial version. This is the
Also commercial.
Well, I suppose it is really, isn't it? Depends what you're into and how much you're willing to pay. So there wasn't that then?
No.
Oh,
No,
God,
no.
that's boring,
This
isn't it?
is very difficult.
So literally just there you go. You like that sound?
Can you make it less
Aggressive?
Less aggressive?
Yeah, okay. It's that one there. You just literally. It got me. It got me.
Fair enough. Yay! All smooth and pretty. I love it.
This hasn't refreshed. Why isn't it
Ah.
refreshed?
This is so beautiful. I love it.
You love it?
Oh,
Yeah.
this is
Oh my
buttery
God,
smooth.
that's so smooth.
It is.
That's only 120 grit as well. So that's fine.
Yep.
But that does feel, that's hope for you, isn't it? You know, but it
Feels
does
very
feel
good.
really smooth.
Yeah.
And a nice thing about the air sander, and I know you agree, it's really controllable.
Yep.
And like when you use
It's
an
not
electric,
vibrating like.
yeah, exactly.
I mean, it was at the beginning, but
Well, yeah, you get used to it, don't you? But when you use an electric sander, you've got the fans inside, and that suck all the dust up, and it will just go into your bag or your dust extractor. It just goes all it just floats out everywhere, and it just vibrates, and it's heavy, and it's yeah. keep that one for the bedroom. Anyway, so we'll turn it around like so, and we will. Okay, we're gonna do this. It's going in the way now, isn't it? We'll carry on sanding them all together because it's best to do it all together because then you've got more reference face for the sander as well to be able to sand them.
Fuck.
It's kind of moved. It's moved. Moved. That bit is moved.
Moved. No.
Sorry, no. Good. There you go. That's good.
Good.
Okay.
So,
That's good.
Go there.
See, if you just try and sand the edges without having them together like that, you could roll off the edges. Be a lot harder to keep that all nice and flat. Did it get you?
Beautiful.
Trying to fend me off with the sander. How'd it feel? Is it wood or smooth?
Very, very good.
Oh, very good. You sound very oriental all of a sudden.
No,
Very Asian.
German-ish.
That sounded almost Indian.
Maybe.
Very, very good. Very, very good. Can you do the thing with your head? Thing. I can't do it. Whatever, you know. That,
Oh, the wobbly thing.
the wobbly thing. I can't do the wobbly thing. And I've got Indian blood in me. I'm half
Is
Indian.
it true?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
My mum came over in the, I think it was late 50s
Okay.
on the boat.
Have you ever visited the...
No, I haven't. My sister has.
No.
Yeah. And she had diarrhea all the time she was there. She had gut rot.
Did what?
Gut rot, you know, bad stomach.
Oh.
Yeah.
No bueno.
Street food. Risky. Anyway, so all three of them in sand, they're all together. And now we just need to, well, plane each face to them individually, I suppose, at this stage. But yeah, so what we got here is a fire to communicate. Got 3 legs, okay? It's going to be a 3-legged horse race. All right, and they're all exactly the same. We made sure of that. So they're basically going to be sort of and like that, right, and like that. Now we're not going to glue it with, like Blue Peter style, and there's a double-sided sticky tape onto the sides of the bowl. No, we're going to joint it together. We're going to have like a nut in the middle, a triangular nut, like a pyramid, maybe. I don't know, a triangle. All right, a piece of wood shaped like a triangle. Think of this 3 sides. It's got 3 legs. Why has it got 3 legs? Because it's more stable. With 3 legs, okay? Because you'll always have there'll never be a leg off the ground because there's 3. You see, and you know what I mean. Like a milking stool.
Yeah.
All right.
And the house is quite wonky.
Huh?
The house is quite wonky. So.
The floors are quite wonky. Everything's wonky. It's a wonky house.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it is very old, like me. So we're going to be jointing these together. So basically, there will be a piece of wood here and a piece of wood there, which we're going to joint to that and joint to that. Another one on this one as well. So another piece of wood there. And those pieces of wood will meet in the middle somehow. Like that kind of thing. And then the bowl will just sit on these flat surfaces. That is the kind of the idea. Right? We kind of made it more complicated than it needed to be. Really. But it's more fun, isn't it? Because we're going to do joints. And I want him to do joints. Joints. Not those sort of joints, no. Although I'm sure he probably does already. I don't know. I would be a bit surprised, you know. A bit of weed and that, you know.
I see you coming.
What?
I see you coming.
Did you see me coming? Oh. You know where I was heading with that one. Right, now this one, can you see the grain there?
Yep.
Up and down. So planing that for any direction, it's going to be a bit tricky. So we're just going to have to go with the flow. And if it does a little bit of tear out, it does. And we'll sort that out with the sander. But These are old floorboards, you see. That's what they are. They're all basically bits of old floorboard. So you're going to have to just take it easy. And it's not going to grip very well because it's a funny shape. Yeah.
Okay.
And it's also going to a funny old angle there. Let's try and keep it as true as we can. And now just flatten that. Have a go.
Up or zoop? As you...
Have a go. Do go along and see what it's like first.
Right.
Let's leave that long, by the way. See all this health and safety stuff he's got on. Look, he's got a dust mask as well. Crikey, he's impressive. Although I do keep telling him to put his safety glasses on.
Right now?
No, not now. You're right.
Oh,
No,
okay.
You don't need it for that. But when you use the nail gun, I think it's quite a good idea. No, that's playing that quite nicely, isn't it?
Maybe I should take away the shadings.
Yeah. And just keep yourself balanced. What have you? A little bit too far back, really.
I'm too far.
Yeah, you
Okay.
want your weight so you're like controlling it, you know. All in the hip action. No, that's better. Oh, that's better, yeah. Crikey.
Okay. This makes weird shavings.
Yeah, they're very short shavings because the grain is like that. See? Right? If your grain is long, you'll have longer shavings, just like when you're going across the grain with
That's
these.
weird, yeah.
So it's almost the same difference. So they're very much a broken shaving. Still shaving. This to show you get your feet. Just check to make sure you're not going.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want to go too crazy at this stage because when we joint it all together, we'll just sand a lot of that anyway.
I mean, probably.
We can't really tell from there. If you,
yeah, it's actually.
you got to go. You got to work from that face.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, it's pretty good actually.
Yeah. Hooray!
Look, can you see a gap?
No
No gap.
almost.
So he's no, I don't know, nothing there. No, well, a little bit, not much. Nothing to worry about. And also, we're going to be doing a bit of sanding and stuff because they've obviously got joint of a piece of wood on there. So yeah. And what I want to show you though, you see these shavings are very dark. This is oak, okay? Look how dark those shavings are. All right. But look at the wood inside the wood. So inside there, the shavings are very, very light. But where the patina is, the aging of the wood, where it's the oxidization and what have you, and iron sulfates, and that it's basically changed the color of the wood on the outside. So that's much darker than that. And you can really see it once you start taking the first shavings off. See, it doesn't look that dark on there, but look at the color of these shavings. You know how dark they are. Now that's what you call old wood. Now this oak here is probably original from my house, where we took one of the floors out to make it a mezzanine, or half the ceiling out basically to make a mezzanine. And then we had all this wood. It's basically the ceiling, right? Not the floor, the ceiling. You know, like that. You know, oak. And over the years, with dust and crap, God knows what else has been sitting on it, and rat poo, probably, and snakes. Anyway, it's created this patina over a period of time. So we've got this lovely dark layer on the outside, and then we've got this very light, white, almost white oak in the middle there. So yeah, so do you want to repeat that on all the faces?
Sure.
Just enough to.
Actually.
No, to where the vices. Yeah, that's only what. It's only going to be on one of them.
Okay.
That's something I'll show you later. How to get rid of a half crown like that. You know, where you got the dimple in the wood like that. I've shown other people on this channel how to do it using an iron and steam. We talked about it last night, remember?
Yeah.
Obviously, you should protect the wood ready, but you know we're going to plane it off anyway. So that one needs finishing that direction.
Okay.
I'll squeeze it into there.
Finish the wood.
Don't need to take much off there because it's obviously not that rough, is it?
Okay.
So this is going to be a very fancy dog bowl stand. We also need to put a name on it, you know. Wally needs his name on it. How are we going to do that, you reckon? How are we going to put Wally's name on it? Don't overstretch yourself, because you overstretch yourself, that's when you're making an error.
Okay.
So you need to make sure your weight is over the top of your tool.
So
You think everything you load, when you've got your load, see what, if you watch what I'm doing, I've never got arm's length. Because you've got very little control when you're like that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's very hard. So if you want to be on top of the tool, so you're using the weight, and you lock your body up. So when you and obviously the vice up. So you basically just using control, and then you allow the plane to do the work for you. Least effort as possible, you know, making sure you're maintaining contact with the wood, with the plane all the time. It's very much a mechanical action. Paul Sellers would tell you that, you know. Like so.
Cool.
So that's all right. It's a nice piece of wood underneath there.
Mm-hmm.
So that's that one done. And we'll do the same with that one. You've got a bit of up and a bit of down. That's the most aggressive up there. So it makes, even though that's going up at that point, it's less aggressive than that side.
Okay.
So we'll go that way. Because obviously we go that way, we'll get more tear out there than we would do if we're going that way. If that makes any sense.
Yes. Oui.
Oh,
Oui,
yes.
monsieur.
Oh, oui, monsieur.
So
what's your native language where you are in Switzerland?
Hold on,
So you've got different languages,
I'm
haven't you?
focusing. Hold a sec.
Hmm?
I'm trying to focus. So hold a second.
Oh,
So
your legs are getting further apart. Why are your
Yeah.
legs so far apart?
Because
That's it.
they taught
Your
us.
legs shouldn't be past your shoulders.
Ah, okay.
If you want stability,
Okay, fair enough.
legs not past your shoulders. That's it. That's fine. That's perfect. Yeah. That's better. That's better. You've got more control.
Trying too hard to keep control. Just
Well,
relax.
that is probably it. You probably
and
got the
let's
head. You
go.
are probably trying too hard.
Rah.
You know, it's kind of that you lock your body up and you allow, you know, it's that
Okay.
motion. Like when you do an arm wrestle or something like that, you sort of lock your body. For Christ's sake, you're not going to know overnight. It's not going to happen overnight for you. It's going to take you time. It's going to take you practice and practice and practice. Literally just playing pieces of wood, just for the hell of playing them. You know? I'll tell you what. I'm going to find a great big lump of firewood for you, and like I said, this big lump of fire has been split. You need to make this square.
Okay, let's go. I know what I'm going to do tomorrow. Okay.
Practice. I've got a new voice as well. Well, not new one. No, it's an old voice, really old Woden voice. I'll show you in a moment. So it needs a renovation. So we'll do that on the channel probably. So I'll put another voice over there because I haven't thought about this before, but I'm going to be doing classes there. So whoever comes will have to be on videos if they want to come. If they don't want to come, well, then they don't go on the video. If they don't want to go on the video, oh bloody hell! If you know what I mean. Yeah. So anyway, we'll do classes there. That's what we're going to do,
Nice.
and we'll make it part of our videos as well.
What is it?
It's something wrong there.
But is it this reference that is wrong? I was wondering.
Oh, actually, yes. No, it shouldn't be because that's the one that's all together. It looks like it is, but it's the outside. So you are right because that one there is good, which is the one where the joint is. That's the important reference.
Okay.
That's not actually that important.
This is a trick.
We'll leave it at this stage and worry about it later, just in case. Yeah?
Okay.
Because if we start messing about with that, we make it a lot smaller. And you know what Leo's saying is we've got a bit of an issue there. Okay, I don't know if you can see that. We've got a bit of an angle going on there, which is a little bit odd considering we were doing it all together in the voice. Why? And what the rest of it is good. Hang on, let's check that one as well then.
Okay, if you don't.
There's a little bit, yeah, same on that one as well. So when we were doing the flats, that was all right. That's bizarre. It's weird. Anyway, whatever. Let's go with the flow. What one were you doing anyway? Was it this one? That was that one, wasn't it? That was good. Or was it that one? No, it's that one. So you just need to do that one next. Looking at this again, same difference here. You can see that's really aggressive there.
Yeah.
So we won't go that way. It's not so aggressive there. Less of an angle, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll put it that way around. Let's do the same again. So this be one. Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Okay.
Be one with the plane.
I will.
It's an extension of. Oh yeah, it's better with my hand.
I don't want to kill your hands.
It's an extension of the body. As it is.
That's prettier shavings.
Look at how dark those ones are.
Mm.
Beautiful, aren't they?
Yeah, kind of
Like
cute.
little curly shavings there, little babies. The reason why I'm not that worried at this stage is because when we do that joint, we're going to sand the whole thing flat anyway.
Yeah.
to have the 3 elements, and then those 3 elements will be locked into the middle nut, which we'll do that bit tomorrow.
Pop, pop, pop.
It's pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
That is, isn't it? It's pretty cool. We've got 63 people watching. Hello, 63 people. I hope everybody is well. Gingers off to lunch. Hello, Gingers. It's there just for looks. PPE.
What?
Yeah, somebody commented and said your PPE is just for looks.
PP?
PPE, personal protection equipment.
Yes,
No, we're not
exactly.
talking
Yeah,
about
yeah.
condom either.
How do they know?
What?
How do they know it's
Oh,
only for looks?
It's only for looks. Yeah, well,
You can read my mind.
Maybe. Maybe not the type. You're a bit of a, you're a bit of a tart.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you are.
Uh-huh. You're tricking me.
What bit? You're a bit of tart. You are a bit of tart, or you are a bit of tart.
A tart.
A tart, like Oh, crikey. How do you
It's
explain?
like a dessert. Good tarte. Tarte à la crème.
I'll have fun with him, haven't I? Colloquialisms are not working there. No. Local colloquialisms. I don't even know if I'm saying that right, to be honest. It's been Norfolk for you. Right, boy. Give us a light, boy.
Oh, that's the reason. It's because they're not the same thickness.
That's not the same thing. Well, not
We
actually
didn't-
behind that one.
We didn't go through
They didn't go through thickness, so no.
Oh. Okie dokie then.
That was really too short to go through the thicknesser. If what can happen, you put a small piece like that through the thicknesser, it can travel sideways. The same even when it was a wider board, because it's too short in this length, it could travel sideways, and then you've got a bit of a mess. Basically, the cutter block will carry on chewing at it, and just jam up.
Yeah.
Or just it's just nasty. Been there, done that. I don't want to do it again.
Okay.
So yeah,
Fair
you've got to make sure that it can travel across both rollers.
How would you make it less thick with a planer?
Well, various ways. One way, you got what, a marker. You do something like a marking gauge.
Yeah.
All right. So you set the thickness that you want it to be. Oh, I've got a tickle in my phone now. Dust probably. So you set it to the distance you want it to be, and then you'd create a line all the way around your wood, and you'd plane it down to that line. So you're doing that all the way around. Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
So you obviously you wouldn't want to take that much off.
Mhm.
You know, you say, okay, there's a bit bigger than that. A bit more. Yeah, say for instance that much. And if you sort of get it down to whatever thickness that one is, you'd set it to whatever that is, which is about that, if you look. And then you just make your line all the way around and then just plane it to suit.
All right.
And this one you got to take. I'm glad it's a bit thicker because you've got that bit of edge damage there, which is sort of a bit splintered on the old bit of timber there.
Okay.
So we can remove some of that, can't we? But remember, it's not that critical for this job. It's more about the education at this stage as well. I've got a tickle. Oh, oh dear.
Okay.
I know what it is. That's why I had to resuscitate my dog.
Oh, really?
I bet it's a whisker.
Whisker of the
I've
dog.
got a whisker tucked down my throat.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't normally get whiskers down there. Usually... Anyway, I'm not going to go there. There you are. Oh, that way round. Make my eyes water now. Isn't really a whisker, though. It's probably dust or something. Go and get a drink or something.
Fuck.
Oh, it's water.
Oi, oi, oi.
Oh, you got water.
Water.
Water, Eddie, water.
Really, water?
You're getting there. You're getting there.
Slowly but
The
surely.
chat on the computer isn't updating. What's happening over here? Oh, hello, stuff. And hugs and whiskey. Oh, man's PPE. Oh, yeah, said that right. You have a nice lunch. Ginger's has been there before. She's come and saw us. All the way from the United States.
Oi.
Yep.
What time is it in the US?
Then they're about 8 hours behind us. I think 8 or 9 hours behind us.
We're in the future.
Yes, we're in the future. You're right, we are, aren't we?
Yeah.
We're in the future. What for Switzerland? What is your time?
Same.
It's the same, is it?
Yeah.
So it's Paris mean time.
Yeah. I think. What do we do with this?
Well, we're probably going to do kind of some sort of mould on this part, on the inside part. Of the thing. I think I'm going to do the arras on there, which we with a chamfer bit.
Okay.
With the rotor from there, and do the same on each of those. On the leg part, not on that part. So sort of make it more elegant.
Yep.
But we'll worry about it once we get to that.
Oh shit! I didn't do them.
Oh.
Should I?
Yeah. Go on, you do it.
Mm-hmm.
You can. There is actually a way to run it through the thicknesser.
How?
If you want to, you can actually stick it to a bigger board, a piece of plywood.
Yeah. Okay.
And then run it through the thicknesser.
So you stick it with
small
what?
amount.
With CA glue?
CA glue.
Oh.
Double-sided tape. But you only take off a very small amount each time, each pass. You don't want to, obviously excess force on it because you can obviously release the glue, and then you obviously got the same problem.
So
the other thing you need to watch when you're actually flattening the board like so. Obviously, if you're following a line, it's obviously easy. It's obviously the thickness. So, for instance, that is 25.3 or 4, and that is 27.5. So that's thicker. If I lock it off there, show it me. So I'll lock it off there, and then I'm not worried. Don't get me wrong. So it doesn't really matter. Yeah, so that's definitely good. So that's another good reason to use the mortise gauge. That's what that's called.
Okay.
Mortise gauge, and then just mark a line because you can use it as your reference point. But we're not going to worry about it. Not at this stage. We can worry about that later. At the moment, we're just trying to get it. Well, it will be fine. It will be. So we'll basically titillate it as we go along, if you know what I mean. We've got these joints to do in there, so there's going to be a bit of flattening here to do. It's supposed to be pinching. That will come out. Put a bit of water on that. Yeah, I'll use that. Where it's been squeezed in the vice, squeezed corn down a bit. So what I'll do is go put a bit of water on that. We'll carry on with that tomorrow. And where the fibres are being compressed, they'll expand. So that one there, look, in the vice quite a bit there. And if it hasn't, I'll use a special technique, which I want to show Leo anyway. So using an iron and a rag. I've actually shown it on this channel before, where I've removed what we call half crowns. You'll be hit with a hammer, so to speak, or actually no, it's clamp marks. So we'll leave that there like so. So I'm quite happy how it's going. That's the wrong way. That's not right, isn't it? No, it's not. How come that one's so much bigger? Something weird's going on there. Oh, I see. Everyone's in the middle, isn't it? That'll be fine. We'll sort it. They're all individual parts, so we can correct that to suit. So how come that happens? That should be all exactly the same. But also got a bit of a tape going on there. There you go. That's the way around. But don't matter what. That's why. You see it there, can't you? So we need a bit more planning on that face, but we'll worry about it tomorrow. So. What for light? Yeah. Oh, you were going to shop as well, didn't you?
Yes, that's what I meant.
Well, what we're going to do is we're going to call. Yeah, you need your more. You need your drugs. You want your drugs?
I want some chicken.
I want some chicken for the dog. So what spoiled Wally is, say, he's buying him a old chicken.
I'm just getting my washing in quickly.
All right, done. All right, so what we'll do is we'll call that. In fact, everyone for joining us today. And Wally is on the mend, so we're very, very happy about that. So just popped in, if you just popped in, Leo, the tall, good-looking one, is learning woodworking skills from Marcus, the man that's the magician with wood, yes.
Magician, the wizard.
The wizard.
Dumbledore.
I'll tell you something, it's really quite, it's quite cool. When I was on Ginger Island, I had very few tools, like a hammer and a chisel, that was about it. And I had to make like woodworking benches and stuff like that. Very, very basic tools.
Do you have photos of this?
It's online. It's on YouTube. I'll show you the link later.
Cool.
So yeah, so I make loads of videos as well for the All Shorts channel, not this channel because I wasn't really doing this channel at the time. It was there, but I wasn't doing this channel so much. So yeah, I was on this place called Ginger Island in the Caribbean, helping a friend out with his island, she won in a game show. Seriously, I'm not kidding.
No, I believe you.
And it was a lovely place to be because the water had all this effervescence in it, where it's like you say all the light all like glowed at night. The water did.
Oh,
Effervescence.
Phytoplankton.
Effervescence. Now that's something to do with brickwork. That's like salts coming out of your brickwork. No, what do you call it?
Yeah, I mean, is it phytoplankton? No.
No,
They will know.
There was to the plankton.
Okay, ChatGPT, help us.
Biofluorescence or something, or some
LED.
Yeah, it's like electric eels and stuff. That kind of thing. But anyway, that was interesting. You had to make things that were very, very little. And then the very kind person actually donated about 400 quid or something for tools.
Oui.
Yeah, that's for Graham, the chap I was with. So we went out and bought some actual tools. The problem is we didn't really have the power to run them. That was a bit of an issue. So it comes.
You should have used the eels.
Eels, electric eels, yeah, with long leads attached to them. Which is, you need a positive eel and a negative eel. So you have a very glum, miserable eel and a very happy eel.
Exactly.
And by that means, you then have positive power. Ooh. The voltage was very difficult to maintain. Yeah, it was alternating voltage because the fish keep swimming backwards and forwards.
They had mood swings.
Mood swings. Anyway, we'll see you tomorrow. Toodaloo.
Toodaloo.
Toodaloo. Do toodaloos. Not toodaloo. Toodle. Of course, the Smiths. Oh, blimey. What are you going to do with them? Toodaloo.